Hi guys, I want to share with all of you this new rune and build setup that I found for Rakan for season 15 after the Electrocute and Halo Blades buff that we just recently got. And this build is so much fun. It got me from Diamond 4 to Masters, right? So here you guys can see my match history. I've been playing on my Smurf account, as you guys know, on stream, and I wanted to test this build. And it works so good. It's very simple to play. You got a lot of damage. You guys can see it's very blue. It's very blue. I got 72% win rate in 43 games testing the build. I'm master for 43 LPs right now, and some of these games I played mid lane as well, so my win rate went a bit down. And in this video I'm going to show you which runes you have to go, which items you have to choose, and in different situations. And then I'm going to go over one entire game, and I'm going to explain you my thought process and how you have to play Rakan and be very effective with this build, and I will show you how fun it is. So you want to choose Electrocute, Sudden Impact, Deep Ward, which is a broken rune, and then Relentless Hunter. You can also choose Ultimate Hunter if you want, and then Inspiration for second. You can go Magical Footwear or Cookies, and then Cosmic Insight is great for flash and ignite cooldown. Now, if you are playing with Xayah, I would recommend you to change Electrocute for Halo Blades, which also got a really nice buff and a secondary resolve. Why? Because you want Demolish. With Xayah, you are going to stay in lane more, and you can get those towers way faster. For your super item, you want Solstice 95% of the games. Then if you are playing with a Viego, Ari, or Jinx that needs resets, I recommend you to try Bloodsong. And against all-in champions that you want to be extra tanky going in, I recommend you going Celestial Opposition. For boots, you want to go Swifties. They are completely broken in season 15, and if they don't get nerfed, keep getting Swifties. They are very good. Now, first item and the core item is Rocket Belt. Hextech Rocket Belt is very good to synergize with your W and your engage. Then second item, Surelias. You could go Surelias first and then change it a bit up the build if you want to. Third, we get Vigilant Watchtower. Is actually the best third option we can get with any supports at the moment. So with Rakan and this build, we are also getting this one. These are the most common situational items. So sometimes you will have to choose Zonias if you are playing, for example, against a Rengar and you want to avoid getting one shot or going in and baiting some abilities. Verdant Embrace is pretty good against Poppy and Taliyah, because when you are going in with your ultimate and W, they are not going to be able to stop you because you have the shield protected. Oblivion Orb is super good against healing compositions, right? Healing teams. I don't recommend going Morello. Just get it the first component and it will be enough. And you can also go for Solari, Zekes, Redemption. This type of super items are also fine as second, third item. If you see that it's needed in the game, then go for it. Now, in the laning phase, I'm controlling the middle bush. So with controlling the middle bush, I'm going to have access to the level 2 already. The Nautilus should be trying to control the middle bush, but in my opinion, our lane is stronger, and also I have Electrocute. So if it's mispositions, I'm going to trade. How do I trade with this Rakan build? You want to get a W in, and then you want to get the auto attacks for the Electrocute and proc it. Now, things that you have to be careful of, that the enemy can, you cannot really get out. You guys see, I get the Electrocute proc, and then I get out. And I don't continue overstaying. Now, in this matchup, I'm able to do level 1 W, but in some matchups, you have to wait till level 2, so you can get the E and W, proc the Electrocute, E out. And with the Q and level 3, it gets way better. Alright, so we get the first blood already. I'm looking to crash this wave. Why crash this wave? Because we cannot really do anything. Alright, we cannot really do anything. And also, I'm unable to... Here I missed the Q, unfortunately. The Q should be... it's important to keep sustain. And here, I cannot really hit the tower with Tristana. I try a very greedy W. I get hooked, CC'd, and I insta-flash. Now, this flash is bad, of course. I don't want to flash here, and I want to hit my abilities. But this is something so you guys can learn. Well, I'm going to comment after just this trade. I get the double knock-up. Again, Electrocute procs, and we end up getting 2 kills for Tristana. So it's favorable for us. And also we get both sums of the enemy bot lane, right? Why is it not bad to flash? It's because at the end of the day, you have to, as I said on stream, eat your ego a bit and say, okay, I messed up. I missed the engage, I need to flash out and not take more damage. Darkseal is great with Rakan when you're going this build, if you're able to stack it early on, and it gives you good HP, and also like the money that I had, I can get Darkseal and a pink ward. Here what I'm doing is I'm protecting the camps of Maokai, because Maokai is bot, and I know that Karthus might invade my Maokai, right? So here again, skirmishes, early skirmishes, excellent. Auto attack and look the damage. He gets one shot, not one shot almost, but so much early damage from this build with the electrocute. It's really good. Now once we get AP, our W and Q are going to hit for such a high damage. The W and the Q got buffed last year by from 70% to 80%, I believe it was, or 80 to 90%. So 10% AP ratio buffed on those spells. So building AP is actually pretty good for Rakan. Hold your Qs and try to aim them good, because it makes a difference in lane. If you hit the Qs and you're able to sustain your AD carry, that's super good. Again, I missed my 2 Qs, so here in laning phase, like not good at all. It's going pretty bad. I must, Tristana would be almost half HP if I hit both of those Qs. I hit this Q and again, proc the electrocute, a lot of damage. Like Tristana didn't even auto once there before she landed. So we get a double kill, they end up throwing the dive. Rakan is still one of the best supports at peeling. The W, the Q, the E in, E out. It's such a strong champion. Like, I'm actually impressed how strong it is. Okay, now Veigar comes, he flashes, and also, again, look how much I peel for Tristana, and I'm here, I'm just going to kill Veigar with the red buff. I get surprised because I see Karthus, and we keep going. I try to chase for Karthus a bit, but it doesn't work out, so we just exit. 7 Darkseal stacks at minute 530. This is going to be game changer. For this laning phase, we are playing Samira Rakan into Jinx Lulu, which is a very hard matchup because Samira, as you guys know very well if you guys follow my videos, is such a bad champion before level 3. So here I'm again contesting the middle bush, but once Lulu is positioned in the middle bush herself, I have to drop and go back to the last bush, right? Or to our first bush. Now, it's okay to drop control because they are going to get level 2 first, and my Samira is pretty low. Now I want to trade with a W if she overextends to proc the electrocute, and here you guys see the damage of the electrocute, and have 2 potions to heal up, and she's pretty low as well, so she also needs to use her 2 potions, and I'm just going to use 1 potion, and again at level 2 I'm going to try to spam Qs to heal up the Samira and heal up myself as well. So just look for those small windows in the laning phase where you can do a lot of damage. All right, so now my idea is get my Q, hit Qs on Lulu or Jinx, it doesn't matter. Here for example, I trade 1 auto attack, is super fine because the value of getting hit there, it's also fine. Now I'm going to get rid of this ward because also I wanted to get sweeper level 1 to get rid of enemy wards, because now they feel more pressured because maybe Pantheon might gank, and they need to think, okay, I cannot overextend that much. So I hit 2 good Qs this time around in this laning phase, I do. And I'm waiting for level 3. Once we are level 3, I know that Samira can fight and we can play. And I'm going to do something very interesting in this laning phase, is that I'm going to trade my flashes with another Q hits. I'm going to trade flashes with Lulu. You guys will see. Now, why am I going to do that? Is because Lulu without flash is very hard to play compared to Rakan, because I have so much mobility and I can go in. So here I'm going to see if I can get the cannon, and once she oversteps, I'm going to flash on her. If she doesn't flash, she's going to die. That's what I'm thinking, right? How do I get out of this laning phase without getting punished so much? Because if I'm not engaging and I try to wait for the perfect moment, maybe it's never going to arrive. I'm going to end up without that tower. I'm very low. I'm behind in CS because Samira is already suffering in CS. So here I'm going to say, I ping that I want to go in. I ping 2 times I want to go in. And how do I get out of here? Boom. There we go. Flash for flash. I don't hit the Q. That Q would have been clutch because I can heal Samira up by myself. And now Lulu has no flash. Now that means that next time they hit the tower, or Jinx hits it alone, or Lulu is going to die. That's my thought process right now. So The next W is going to be a kill. Because of Electrocute, I have a lot of damage. Samira also is level 3 already. So here I hit my... the damage is really good. I hit another auto attack with the E there, and we end up fighting till the death. We get a bit lucky, no spoiler, let's watch it a bit. I hit my W again, no, she flashed, and we survive, right? We end up crashing this wave, I believe. Let's speed it up a bit. The wave state is okay in bot lane, and I'm going to decide to open mid lane. Opening mid lane is always like a decent decision, because you can always like give a reset to your mid laner, look for a fight, like you have a lot of options, right? So I'm going to play with Kassadin. He's going to complain a bit because I'm mid lane, I'm going to take his experience, but I just want to make sure that he is able to play. Jone against Kassadin is very Jone favorite. Here I end up getting the Jone flash, he ults as well. Now I want to help Kassadin a bit with this wave. I get the cannon, I want some experience as well, and he's going to complain here that I'm taking his experience, but I want to move for Voidgrafts, make sure that we get it as well. And yes, I am taking a bit of Kassadin experience, but it is what it is at the end of the day. I was here, I got the Jone flash, I want to be a bit active, and you will see how Lulu is also going to show up, right? Why is Lulu going to show up? Because she feels forced to answer to me, right? She feels forced to answer to me and make a play in mid lane because she doesn't want to abandon Jone. Now I drop a ward here defensively, so we see if enemy jungler will invade in the future, and it also a really good ward for me to rotate between lanes. Now this is the beautiful thing about Rakan. You see, I don't think I would kill this guy if I had Guardian, or if I didn't have, like, for example, double AP Tome, but I'm going to kill Jone, and pretty easily as well. So I'm going to dodge the Q, because I know, like, look how greedy he is. He doesn't think he dies. Look at the damage, right? Now I'm going to be a nice guy, and I'm going to freeze the mid lane. So Kassadin, because he has no TP, is going to be able to get all of this wave. So now he complained about the experience, but I gave him back to the experience to him, and he's not saying thank you or anything, right? Kassadin players, that's that's the thing. I'm not looking too much at bot lane. Again, we get another really good trade onto Poppy, and we just keep fighting, right? This is what you want to do with Rakan. You want to be like this annoying champion that is around the river in skirmishes and looking for these 2v2s, 3v3s, being faster than enemy support, giving that numbers advantage, and getting picks in the game all the time. Now, once I get level 6, it's going to get extra fun, because I will be able to punish bot lane 100%, and I'm getting my power spike. My power spike is the hashtag alternator, you guys know it. Again, get Kindle Gem, I have my magical boots, and I like to run magical boots because I can rush the first item way faster, and that's very, very important for me. So yeah, here I see that Jinx is very, very low. Let's see if I can make it. I'm also really close to getting level 6. Now I want to check if maybe someone is here on the red buff, or what's happening. Warding the dragon real fast, so we get information. Pantheon is going to path down, so that's very positive for us. Here I see that there's ping. Now I cannot contest this ping one alone, but I can drop a Q which procs the hextech damage. And here we are going to look again for another play, right? I'm going to skip a bit forward because I end up hovering mid lane. I have my ultimate for mid lane, and look. Now Jone has to come back, and I'm just going to stay and kill the Jone. You see the damage? Wow, this damage is good, right? This is the fun part about this build. So I wanted to showcase this entire early game sequence on how to play correctly, right? With this this new rune setup. Of course, like Pantheon ends up ganking, I would have got that kill if that hits, because the Q does so much damage. And here the Lulu is going to flash. I flash behind her and kill her, and I will end up dying because Poppy was here. So in my opinion, review for myself, I should have popped Sweeper, so I could have seen the silhouette of Poppy and avoid the death. I could wait for Pantheon to come and help me, but well, I'm not perfect. So yeah. For more Rakan gameplay, I will leave you in the description my 2 live streams where I played more than 10 hours of Rakan, so you guys can check out the mid game and late game. I feel like the most important about this build is the early game and how to play it, but there you can find way more content. I do owe you guys a Rakan in-depth guide that will probably come out this year. So yeah, thank you for watching. As always, ask me anything if you have any questions. Until next time, bye bye.